This is Adam Ford for ActonTV here at Essence of India. While it is currently raining, the event is still set to take place. Right now, we're going to go around to some finished booths and see what's going on. Hello, and what are you doing at your booth today?
So we're face painting and selling bubble wands and slime and stuff. We're fundraising for our Bhangra team at our high school.
And how many years have you been doing things like this at this event?
It's actually our first time we're actually fundraising, but the team has been a thing for 7 years now. Yeah.
And how are you guys dealing with the rain?
We got a canopy, umbrellas. I mean, we have to deal with it. So.
And finally, what are some interesting things you're looking forward to for later in the Essence of India Festival?
I heard there's good food and there's also nice performances. Yeah.
Namaskaram. Chom rip sore. Dobry ding. Ni hao. Hello. Namaste. Welcome. Swagatam. Welcome all to this wonderful 7th annual Essence of India series. This is the 7th and last Essence of India that is going to be presented today. And the theme this year is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, meaning the whole world is one community. True to its essence, and this year's title, It's a Wonderful World, we are celebrating the art and culture from around the world.
I want to make it a little light. Since we'll be traveling back and forth, you may want to keep your frequent flyer miles out. You'll be raking up a lot.
And with that, we'd like to introduce the co-founders of this wonderful event, Sunanda Sahe and Seema Kapoor.
Hello everybody, my name is Seema Kapoor. As a co-host of this event, I would like to welcome everyone, and finally it stopped raining so we could start our event. And what can we say about our event? We have been trying to bring all the communities closer to which you can see that this year it will be performances from all over the world, and I hope you enjoyed our past events and enjoy today's event from performances from Africa, China, Thailand, Cambodia, Spain, Russia, Ireland. And I would like to tell Sunanda to say a few words.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Senator Eldridge, and a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of Essence of India team. Thank you so much for being here against all threats by weather god. Well, interestingly, rains have graced at least 5 of the events in 7 years, so we now consider it as our special guest performer. We have a star-studded lineup today. Before we hand over the mic to our esteemed MCs, I would like to thank our sponsors, Masala Bay, DCU, WCU, Middlesex Bank, Mahadev Group, and especially the cultural councils of Acton, Boxborough, Concord, Chelmsford, Littleton, Lexington, Sudbury, and Mass Festival. And now, over to our esteemed MCs, 2 wonderful dance artists from Lexington and Westford, Jayashree Balarajamani and Jayanti Ghatraju. Thank you so much for volunteering your time and grace the stage.
Thank you, Sunanda and Seema, and Jayanti and I have the great privilege to present to all of you Senator Jamie Eldridge.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to once again be here for the 7th annual Essence of India celebration, and it's really highlighted the contributions of the Indian American community here in the Acton Boxborough area to the entire community in this region. I am just so impressed with the contributions, the celebrations of the different cultures in India, and really learning more about the history of India and all of the different states. I know that many of us are thinking right now about the state of Kerala that suffered severe flooding over the past couple days, and for those who haven't yet seen, there is a table over in the back to provide relief funding to that state. Many families and many residents in that state of India are suffering from severe flooding. It's also wonderful to see other cultures here celebrating their own culture. We now have a Chinese American table here. We have a table here celebrating African culture. So I think what's been really special about the Essence of India is it hasn't just been about celebrating Indian culture, but it's been about bringing together all the cultures and all the people that make Acton and the greater Acton area so special. So I'm very honored to represent this region. I've been very proud, as I think Sunanda mentioned, to come in almost every one of the Essence of India celebrations. And I hope in some form the Essence of India can continue after today. I do want to give great praise to Sunanda Sahai and Seema Kapoor for their vision in creating this event. I don't know of any event like this in Massachusetts. I talked to a lot of my colleagues, and they're not aware of an event like this. So it's a really special event. It takes a tremendous amount of vision, commitment, and hard work, especially on a day like this when it's raining pretty hard. So I'd like just to bring them back and present a citation from the State Senate. Seema and Sunanda. So this is a citation from the State Senate. Be it hereby known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Essence of India in recognition of the momentous occasion of your 7th anniversary. And be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for your continued success. This is signed by Karen Spilka, the new Senate President, and your State Senator, Jamie Eldridge. Congratulations, thank you. We are deeply grateful for your service. I've never seen a microphone so high. Thank you.
Javed is happy. Thank you, Senator Eldridge. In addition to Kerala, many parts of the world need our love and attention. And here is some healing and prayers to every part of the world that could use some special love and special attention. Thank you. As we bring cultures together, there is one thing that seems to be very common. We all have an invocation and do it in our own way. But what is an invocation? It is just bringing out the divine energy from within. We're going to start with a Ganesh Vandana in the Bharatanatyam style, but I'm sure whoever is performing and getting ready backstage, they have their own invocation going. So here's a sample. We welcome Lasya School of Dance, students of Guru Sapna Krishnan from Shrewsbury, to perform their Ganesh Vandana. And we said this is a bringing together of communities and cultures. And here is a sample as well as a fusion. Welcome.
गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजे गानामृताय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसदाराध्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डखण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
सर्वराजाय गन्धाय सर्वदानश्रवणप्रणयिने
गाढानुरागाय ग्रन्थाय गीताय ग्रन्थार्थतत्त्वविदे
गुणवते गणपतये
ग्रन्थगीताय ग्रन्थगेयाय ग्रन्थान्तरात्मने गीतलीनाय गीताश्रयाय गीतवाद्यपटवे गेयचरिताय गायकवराय गन्धर्वपीकृते गायकाधीन विग्रहाय गङ्गाजलप्रणयवते गौरीस्तनन्दनाय गौरीहृदयनन्दनाय गौरभानुसुताय गौरीगणेश्वराय गौरीप्रणयाय गौरीप्रवणाय गौरभावाय धीमहि गोसहस्राय गोवर्धनाय गोपगोपाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
What a wonderful performance. Believe it or not, it took me 3 years to find the right people to have this performance. For last 3 years, I wanted to have this song performed as Vandana, as invocation of Ganesh. So if it rains again, you know whom to blame. And thank you so much, Sapna Krishnan, for making my personal dream come true. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So Satish, what are you doing at your booth today?
So we are the Hindi Manch booth, and we are here to celebrate our national Hindi heritage. So we have a program called the Hindi Manch 10th anniversary. We're going to celebrate 2018. It's going to be a national event, so we want as many people as to know that it's going to be a great event for everybody to participate. So we are here to create awareness of Hindi as a language, and we have a stall here with a lot of information, some giveaways like T-shirts, frisbees, and other activities. And this is actually an annual program. We have a lot of activities year-round, and we would encourage every person to be a part and be a member of this great thing that we're doing here.
So how many years has this annual program been going on?
Well, this year actually it's going to be the first national event that we are planning to do. But other than that, I think we've been in existence for about 10 plus years, and every single year we've been having very well attended full house events, from theater to performances to singing competitions, acting, theater, so all that put together. So.
And how is your booth dealing with the bad weather today?
Oh, no weather stops us. I think awareness doesn't have to worry about the weather, so I'm sure a lot of attendees are going to be coming here, and if not, then we are available online at hindimanch.org.
And finally, what is your favorite part about the Essence of India Festival this year?
It's always good to be a part of all these cultural events to just help them, support the programs and the whole plan, the idea behind this program. So we are happy to be here and ready to be answering any questions for everybody.
All right, thank you. So, what's the activities at your booth today?
Some displays, Chinese display, for the Essence of India event. So our organization is Acton Chinese American Civic Society. So I have a few members with me today here. So this is our first time attending the event.
And what are the events that the society does?
So for our organization, we do a lot of civic engagement and culture enrichment program. So this Essence of India event is perfectly fit to our objectives for our organization. So because we want to promote the multicultural for the society.
And how have you been dealing with the weather? Because it's been kind of raining on and off for a while.
Yeah, it's our first time attending the event with the pouring rain. So it was scary in the beginning, but seems like everybody feels optimistic, like the rain will stop, but it really stopped. So it's kind of nice. And the weather is cool, so it's not too hot. So now it feels good. Now we tried the place and set it up, so everything looks good. Actually, something I'm looking forward to, because there are some performance here. So Angel Dance Group is going to perform, and my daughter is going to perform there as well.
So traveling from India, northbound, we're going to go to China. An interesting thing about China is they have 56 ethnic groups in that country, and each of those ethnic groups has their own unique folk dance. There is classical dance, there is folk dance, there are dances that are performed in the courts, there are dances that are performed at social events and public gatherings. Today, the Angel Academy of Dance is going to be presenting the joyous chopstick dance. Historically, the chopstick dance was performed by single men, usually at weddings and other such ceremony. But today we're going to have 4 beautiful young girls perform the dance for us. And the dance is defined by, you got it, the chopsticks. And I think as the dance form evolved, they started banding together multiple chopsticks, and they would tap it on their hands or in different parts of their body to provide the rhythm and the music. So it's a very energetic, very uplifting dance. Please welcome the dancers from the Angel Academy of Dance.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? We can just keep them going, make them keep going, I think. But there are so many other groups that we have to, and remember, we have booked tickets to all over the world, so we have to travel back and forth. So, we got to move on. The concept of Krishna, love, unconditional love, the mischief, is always intriguing. So now we call upon the next group of performers from the Spanda School of Dance, directed by Suman Adisesh in Acton. They will be presenting a time-tested piece from the movie Meera, Giridhara Gopala. So those of you who understand or who are trying to understand this, we have a concept, something very similar, and we will come back and ask you at the second half because there is connection. Are we ready? Yes, you have been very, very quiet and very humble. We got to warm up a little more. Is that possible? Yeah. There you go. We're still getting there. It's not quite there yet. But we'll do it again next time. Thank you.
Pita Maradara
What a wonderful dance bringing the god Krishna to life. Fantastic job, girls.
So Vivian, what are you doing for your booth today for the Essence of India Festival?
I'm inviting everybody to the continent of Africa. So this is home away from home, so I want everybody to have a taste of African craft and style, and learn more about how we tell stories, those who are interested, who have time to actually talk story, and and answer any questions anybody may have about Africa.
So you have many unique pieces in your booth. Would you like to show us one in particular?
Absolutely. Let's see. This might be a little too big for you, but this is a shirt, and I mean, man, this is very warm in the winter, and it actually doesn't heat up in the summer. So I have different shirts. I have bowls. These are craft bowls made by kids from banana fiber. I have a sample of drums, and of course it's summer, so we have summer hats. So anybody can look stylish in the African print, and we have stools that people sit on. This is a map of Africa for people who want to know how many countries are in Africa.
So it's been kind of on and off with the rain here at the festival. How has your booth been dealing with that? Are you all good?
Oh my goodness, you see this? I'm not supposed to be wearing it like this. It's supposed to be like this, but it's all wet, and the setup was late. And see, this is my footwear right now. So it's fun. No, I'm not complaining. It's all fun.
And finally, what's your favorite thing they're looking forward to when the event is finally all ready?
Well, one of the things I'm presenting, I have a presentation of an African dance, and I'm looking forward to engaging everybody who's come to, in the dance, because I don't have a troupe, so I'm going to invite the people who are attending the event to come and dance. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course to watching other cultures perform.
So today you're going to get a flavor of dance from around the world. And as a dancer myself, one of the things that always strikes me is how different cultures in the world use dance as a medium of communication, as a medium of joy, as a medium of celebration. So now from India, we're going to jump and go to Russia. Folk group Samovar was organized in January 2013 when several enthusiastic Russian families gathered together to sing Russian folk songs and learn traditional Russian dance. Today, Dance with a Shawl is a girls-only dance typically, and it was performed by married women who covered their heads with a scarf or a shawl, which was a symbol of womanhood in old Russia. And that's interesting because in India, a symbol of womanhood in different parts of India is different. We wear the bindi or we have the red vermilion in our parting. So in Russia, they would wear a shawl over their heads. So the young women perform these dances with a shawl to show their grace. So please welcome Russian folk group Samova. That was amazingly elegant, wouldn't you all agree? I never thought you could create so many beautiful geometric patterns with a shawl. Well, you learned something new. Jumping countries again, we are now moving to Ireland. Irish dance had its origins in about the 18th century. The Hebe Quinn Academy of Irish Dance has been now established for 35 years. The group performs and teaches the traditional art of Irish dance in Chelmsford and Natick. They will be presenting a series of dances. The first dance will be a lively reel, followed by a traditional set piece called the Blackbird. And the dancers who performed the Blackbird are first place winners with this particular piece in the regional competition that is held for dance. The final number to be presented by the group is a treble reel danced to the song Tell Me Ma. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please join in and clap along with the dancers as we up the tempo and get rhythmically stimulated.
Hello everyone, I'm Andy, this is Ella, and this is Rory, and we're from the Hebe Quinn Academy of Irish Dance, and we're going to have 3 routines for all of you, and we have 4 locations around Greater Boston in Chelmsford, Natick, West Roxbury, and Malden. So Ella's going to tell you guys a little bit about the dances.
So during our dances, you might notice we will be wearing 2 different kinds of shoes. The first one that we have on right now that are similar to ballet shoes, and the second type of shoes that we will have on are similar to tap shoes.
Hello. So due to the weather, we are wearing simpler outfits than normally. For competitions, we wear blinked up dresses, and for these type of dances, we wear school outfits. I hope you learn a little bit more about the Irish culture. Thank you.
Hop! They'd tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. I pull my hair and sew my comb, that's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she is pretty, she is the girl of Belfast City. She is the person who wants to train, please will tell me who is she. They'd tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. I pull my hair and sew my comb, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the girl of Belfast City. She is the person I want to train, please will tell me who is she. Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys they're fighting for. They're up at the door, they're ringing a bell. Oh, my true love, are you well? Out she comes, it's a ride of snow, it rings in her fingers, bells in her toes. Oh, Jenny Murphy says she'll die, she doesn't get a fella with a robe and I tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pull my hair and sew my coat, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the girl of Belfast City. She is the person I want to treat, please you tell me who is she. Oh! Tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie. She'll get her own at by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she comes home. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Mooney she loves them. They tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair and sew my comb, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the girl of Belfast City. She is the person I want to treat, please you tell me who she. Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair and sew my comb, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the girl of Belfast City. She is the person I want to treat, please you tell me who is she. And she is the person I want to treat, please you tell me who is she.
That was no wonder that they were the recent first prize winners of a regional competition. I think they could go higher than, the state and, maybe national and international. What do you think? Now moving on. Remember we based India as our, base, and then we were just traveling back and forth. And that's the reason, we have this transitions. Now we come back to India and we're going to witness some Kathak. As many of us know, Kathak is over 500 years old, and it is a confluence of Hindu mythology, Islam, and the Mughal courts. In today's performance, the dancers will present different moods of Kathak, like bhakti or devotion, praying, love, the layakari, and the bowls. Together, they are weaving a string of dance pearls to form the essence of Kathak. This is a group trained by Momita Banerjee. Let's welcome the Kathak dancers. Thank you.
Tunda Mahakal Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
सब भूल गए? हमारी वो छेड़छाड़, मेरा रूठना, मनाना। अरे अरे छोड़ो छोड़ो मेरा आंचल। देखो मुझे देर हो रही है, घर पर सब मेरी बात देखते होंगे। ठिठोली मत करो मेरे साथ। और आज फिर तुमने मेरी राह घेर ली। मुझे जाने दो ना कान्हा।
नटवर नाचत गोप ग्वाल संग, ले ले हाथ कनक पिचकारी, भागत इत उत राधा प्यारी, गिर नहीं आवत कृष्ण मुरारी, दिखै त्राम ततथै 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 ततथै।
If that wasn't amazing, what would be? Yes, please, because we all know what it takes to come up here and perform. And all it takes is just that applause. And it just brings up the spirits so high. Thank you.
So what cause are you guys bringing awareness to today?
Hi. So we're representing the New England Malayali Association here, and what we're doing here is collecting funds. It's a fundraiser, if you will, towards a calamity that's happened in our home country, Kerala. And he'll tell you a little bit more as he's very close and his family has been deeply affected by it, and he'll give you the more details on it.
So what's happening is like we are from a southern state of India called Kerala. And there's like tremendous amount of rains and a lot of dams have been opened. Like we don't know the amount of damage it's caused. A lot of people have lost life. Friends here have got their families stranded on rooftops with absolutely no communication to them. No mobile phones, no food to eat. So what we are trying to do is like what we can, right? We are trying to contribute in many ways. One is like obviously the fundraiser. We are on Facebook at NEMA USA. You can Google, you can search us. So you can contribute on our Facebook page. We are trying to divert the funds to our Minister's Relief Fund there, which is like a government organization. We are trying to call and help people by trying to identify people stranded, trying to let them know how to get to help. So anything can help us, anything and everything can help us, even if you want to contribute in any way that will help us. So that's going to be great. We are all pleading for help at this point. All we can do is do stuff like this where we can't be there. The next best thing we can do is like help contribute in ways we can.
The damages we're talking about is in billions, at least that's what is estimated at this point, and we have, I think, a few hundred lives that have been already lost, and people are still stranded, between lack of food, drinking water, just any supplies whatsoever, and that's what we're here trying to do the drive for. This is Girish, and he will talk a little bit about the event as well.
Hi, yeah, so thanks to the managers here who let us do this. So we had a huge, massive flood situation in our home state in Kerala, in India. So close to 80% of the state was affected. So if you can, there's a river going, right? So the river pretty much took 8 miles, 2 miles more than what it's supposed to go on. It took 2 miles more. So like a lot of houses are underwater, and close to 100 people. Like if you can remember Katrina, right? What happened during the Katrina times? It's really worse than that. Katrina is just isolated to some cities, but this is the entire state is affected. So the only thing we can do is collect money for them so that they can rebuild their lives. So that's what we are trying to do here. And thanks to the organizers for letting us do this. Thank you.
Do you want to repeat how we can find you?
Yeah, you can go to our Facebook page. It's nemausa.org. There's a fundraiser there, and it is like what's that organization called? It's a non-profit organization. So
so if you go to, we can forward you that. Just on Facebook, search for NEMA, and you will see a fundraiser there, Facebook fundraiser, and it's completely non-profit, non-charity, so it is tax deductible. So whatever you give would be tax deductible too.
All right, thank you so much.
Now we go back to Russia. How about that? Thank you. I just needed that. Thank you. You got it. The second performance is the Korovad. The Russian Korovad dance from midnight. The name Korovad means circle dancing. And what a coincidence, we just had the chakra, right? It's so beautiful. And how we are able to link and look at the similarities in cultures is just amazing. And it is also chorus singing at the same time, it seems. The dance was performed at folk festivals and community gatherings. Whether cheerful, lively and light-hearted or gentle and subdued, Korovad shows the beauty, strength, and poetic characteristics of Russian soil. The Korovad dance. Thank you.
Boys
Aren't you enjoying this traveling through the world through the medium of dance? I certainly am. It's an eye-opener for me. So, leaving Russia, we're going to fly over, if you will, to Cambodia. How many in the audience have seen that classic film with Yul Brynner called The King and I? Anyone? Great film. I don't know if you remember, there was a lot of dancing in that film in the court of the king. So Cambodian dance, the premier dance, is the performing art form in the Khmer classical style, or it's called Robam Preach Reach Trop. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And it basically translates into the royal ballet dance. So it was a dance form that was performed inside the palace for the king and the queen and the royalty. And it took many years later for the dance to come out and be shared with the average population. It is a very highly stylized dance form. And the performances of this classical dance consist of elaborately costumed dancers and music played by a pinpeat ensemble. Other classifications of Cambodian dance are also folk dance and social dance. You'll see the tie-in to India in this dance form because they're going to be presenting in their dance drama type format an episode from the Ramayana where Hanuman battles with Krang Reep, also known as Ravana. Please don't be alarmed. In the middle of the dance, the dancers will come out and dance on the grass. That is part of their choreography. So please welcome the Cambodian dancers performed by the Neri Roth Academy of Arts.
ប្រាំងមួយអោប្រាំងអើយព្រៀនព្រៃអោដេញស្កាត់ប្រាំងព្រៃអរត់ណាយបាត់ថ្លៃហើយព្រៀនបាញ់អោខំមកដងអើយនាងណាព្រៀនបាញ់អោខំមកដងប្រាំងឡងដោយដាំងព្រៀនអើយព្រៀនខាងអោពេកញងលើកធ្នូអបគូផងថ្លៃហើយប្រឹងថ្លៃហើយអរត់ណាបាត់ណើយនាងណាប្រើពីអរត់ណាបាត់យកនៅកំឡុងកំណាយនោះវាលេងតាំងចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយ៉ាងជារបាក់ខ្លែងចាចារាមកបងអើយដូចចំំបងអើយផ្អើលអងអពុងយ៉ាងអើយដេញស្ពាក់អោចាប់មកទៅអប្រោយទឹងថ្លៃហើយសនថ្ងៃអពេញព្រៃអើយនាងណាសនទឹកអពេញព្រៃអើយយ៉ាងវាណាអត់ដាវចាប់អើយតុងទិញអត់ដាវជាប់ប្រឹងព្រៃអរត់ណាយបាត់ម្ចាស់ហើយឡងលើយអត់ដាំងយ៉ាងអើយនាងណាឡងលើយអត់ដាំងយ៉ាងយកនៅកំឡុងកំណាយកំព្រាលេងតាំងចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយ៉ាងជារបាំខ្លែងចារាមកបងអើយដូចចំំបងព្រាយស្រីណាក្រចងវែងអើយចេញរំអត់ទុនវែងដេញស្ទាំងអត់ចាប់មកហើយមិនថ្លៃហើយសនថ្ងៃអោពេញព្រៃអើយនាងណាសនទឹកអោពេញព្រៃយកនៅកំឡុងកំណាយនោះវាលេងតាំងចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយ៉ាងជារបាក់ខ្លែងចារាមកបងអើយដូចចំំបងអើយកំណប់ចេញឲ្យជួយផាត់អើយប្រាំងផាត់អោវៀងស្នាទុនសងក៏ចេញហើយរាថ្លៃហើយព្រៀនបាញ់អោប្រាំងស្លាប់អើយនាងណាព្រៀនបាញ់អោប្រាំងស្លាប់អើយយកនៅកំឡុងកំណាយនោះវាលេងតាំងចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយ៉ាងជារបាំខ្លែងចារាមកបងអើយដូចចំំបង សូមលីចប់ណែឯងមានរត់ហើយអបផងថ្លៃឲ្យរៀបអរណាអើយណាព្រៀបដំអរណាទៅអ្នកកំឡងរងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយអ្នកកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយអ្នកកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយអ្នកកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេងកាន់ចិត្តបរិសុទ្ធយាជារបាំខ្មែរកាចារាចារាមុំបងមើលដូចកមុំបងអើយកំឡងខ្លងងាយនៅពីលេង
Wasn't that the most aesthetically presented Ramayana? Although everyone was adorable, Hanumanji always scores, isn't it? Do you agree or not? Yes, everyone was so beautiful, and that was such an authentic way of presenting. So well done. Thank you. Now, let's talk about the, we wanted to stay away from the technicalities of things, but we have to bring in Natya Shastra, right, Jayashree? The compendium that talks about every aspect of dance. You talk about the stage, you talk about the hall, they talk about the music, and how costumes have to be presented. So beautifully done. Now we move on again. We have to come back to India, and this time we are going to call up Odissi. Odissi is another temple dance, and it is ancient, breathtaking, and a lot of times the movements are subtle and succinct. Highly stylized in nature, it utilizes powerful, energetic footwork with graceful postures and movements to create an illusion of sculptures coming to life. We have two beautiful presenters here, mom-daughter duo, Mauli and Medha Pal, and it is actually hard to tell who is the mom and who is the daughter. And they just came back from an illustrious trip to Austria, and we welcome back Mauli and Medha Pal, presenting Odissi.
ma pa da sa ni da pa ma pa da sa re re pa ma ga re sa re ma ma pa da sa ni da pa ma pa da sa re ma ga re sa sa ni da re ma ga re sa la re sa re pa ma ga re sa re ma pa da da re sa ni da pa ma ga re sa da da re sa 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 ni da pa ma ga re sa re sa re sa 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 ni da pa ma ga re sa re sa re sa 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 ni da pa ma ga re sa re re pa ma ga re sa re sa re re ma pa pa da sa ni da pa ma ga re sa pa 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 da pa da da sa da 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 sa re 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 ma ga re re sa pa 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 da sa ni da pa ma pa da da sa da 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 sa re 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 ma ga re re sa pa da sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re sa re ma ga re sa ni da pa ma pa 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 dha dha sa da da dha sa re re ma ga re re sa pa da sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ma pa sa re ma ga re sa ni da pa ma pa da sa pa 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 dha ma pa dha dha sa sa da dha sa re 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 ma ga re re ma ga re ma ga re ma ga re ma ma pa sa ni da sa ni da sa ni da sa ni da pa da sa ma ga re sa re ma pa sa ni da pa pa da sa sa re ma pa da sa ma ga re ma ga re ma ga re ma ga re ma ma pa sa ni da sa ni da sa ni da sa ni da pa da sa ma ga re sa re ma pa sa ni da pa pa da sa sa re ma pa da pa da pa da sa da 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 sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re sa ni da pa ma ga re sa pa 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 dha ma pa dha dha sa sa da da sa re 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 ma ga re re sa da da pa pa da da ma pa da da sa da 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 sa re 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 ma ga re re sa da re sa sa ni da pa sa da re sa ni da pa da re sa sa ni da pa ma ga pa da ma ga re sa re ma ga re pa da sa ni da pa sa re ma ga re da pa ma ga re sa re sa re ma ga re pa da pa da sa ni da pa da re sa re ma ga re pa da ni da ma ma ga re
What a beautiful rendition of the lyricism of Odissi. Thank you, Molly and Meda. Switching countries again, we're going to go to Thailand now. And Thailand has three basic classifications of dance. There's the classical dance, which is performed for the royalty. There is the folk dance that is performed at social gatherings. And then there's the social dancing that everyone performs together. We're going to actually see something very, very interesting. It is called the Muay Thai dance, which is essentially a warm-up dance that is performed before the dancers get into the Thai boxing. So they actually do a fight in this dance form before they get into the dance. And the dance that they do is to salute their king, their culture, and their teacher. So it's a very beautiful dance form that is being performed by the Thai Sunday School of Boston, Buddha Varanam Temple. Please welcome the Thai boxing group.
Violet gonna show a little move. Richard gonna show elbow. Dano will show kick. And crocodile swing the tail. That's what we call. This boy gonna show punch and kick.
Thank you very much. So that's Thai boxing. So we usually practice, like since they was like 3 years old. If you're interested in here, Boston Thai Temple in Bedford, we welcome everybody. So the next performance is Phon Klong Yao Sao Tao Ngoi performance. So we proudly represent Thai traditional dancing. This is from the northeast Thailand, along with traditional Thai outfits and dance from the past to the present. Please welcome Phon Klong Yao Sao Tao Ngoi.
Nice dance to perk up on this rainy day. The rain is becoming a little bit more consistent, but that's okay, right? Right? No? Not right? Okay. We're going to jump back to India. And today you've already seen Bharatanatyam and Kathak and Odissi, which are 3 of the 8 classical styles of India. We're now going to see Mohiniyattam, which is also another classical style. And legend has it that this dance was created when Lord Vishnu, the creator of the universe, came down in the form of Mohini, the enchantress. Very beautiful. But unlike many of the other classical Indian dance styles, Mohiniyattam does not have its roots inside the temple precincts. It is a dance form that is defined by very swaying, graceful movements and steps of the torso, moving side to side. There are also rhythmic variations in the dance called Chollu, which is based on rhythmic patterns of syllables that are enunciated by a vocalist. Today, the dancer is Manasa Kalkunte, who is a professional classical dancer trained in Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi and Mohiniyattam. And today, she's going to be presenting a fusion of Mohiniyattam. So please enjoy this beautiful, graceful, enchanting dance form, Mohiniyattam.
Nam da 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 jum tam da kita da na da da tang da 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 dim da 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 jum dim da da kita jum da kita da jum da jum da kita da jum kita da dum da 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 dim da da jum nam da 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 jum da da dim dum nam da 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 da
What a performance. What do you guys think? Are you having fun? Do you think it's international performances? Yeah? Okay. So we will take 15 minutes break right now. And then you can come back after 15 minutes, have food from Masala Bay, and you can look around, buy things from different vendors. This time I would like to thank our sponsors, MCC, Acton Boxborough Cultural Council, Acton Town of Recreation Department, Concord, Chelmsford, Lexington, Littleton and Sudbury. And big shout out to our event sponsors. With their funding, we run this event. It's WCU, Bollywood Grill, Masala Bay, DCU, Enterprise Bank, Mahadev Group, and Middlesex Bank. Thank you everyone, and come back in 15 minutes. We'll be here back again.